This is Mark, AC2LH. I'm going to talk about how to use Chirp under Linux to program Baofeng GT3 radios. So the first thing that most people will run into problems with is whether their USB adapter will work or not. When you plug in the USB adapter and type ls USB to list all the USB devices, you should see this Prolific Technology Inc. PL2303 serial port. That shows that you have the USB adapter working. Also, the next problem a lot of people will run into is that this particular laptop has 3 USB ports, and for some reason only one out of the 3 seems to work with Chirp and the Baofeng radios. I don't have an explanation, but it's one of the high-speed ports that seems to work. The regular ports, USB port, does not work. So I'm going to pull up Chirp here, and the first thing you want to do, I'm just going to close this out and start from scratch. Files modify, no. So the first thing you want to do is go to radio, download from radio, and you want to select /dev/tty USB 0. The vendor is Baofeng, and for the GT3TP, the model is BF-F8HP according to the website. So BF-F8HP is appropriate for the GT3TP model. So I'll go back to Chirp here and hit OK, and we'll go to proceed, and the LED starts blinking and it shows cloning. Now sometimes when you do that, the radio does nothing and it says radio did not respond. What I would suggest you do is turn the radio off, unplug the USB adapter from the radio, plug it back in, turn the radio on, and try. Okay, so this radio has already been programmed with the list that I want, and it includes all of the channels appropriate to Western New York. As of November of 2017, I believe. Or is it probably, yeah, or is it 16? I have to check the dates. But this, I like this channel list because it's very inclusive. So what you want to do is go to File, Import. Actually, before you do that, you need to save according to the instructions. So go to File, Save As, and I've saved this already as Baofeng BFF F8HP, this file here, and I'll just click Save. File exists. I'm gonna say Overwrite. That's fine. And then once you've saved, now you can do File, Import, and you can import a CSV file that has your channel lists. So I'm going to import this one here. Okay, and I'm going to click Open, and then it'll give you a list of columns that you might want to reformat. I just hit Auto, seems to work, and then go to OK. And then all of the channels with the appropriate settings are loaded in. And then once that is done, you can go to Radio, Upload to Radio, and then it blanks out Baofeng in the model because that's already set, and then the port, you don't want to touch that. You go to OK, and then Proceed. You click Yes, and then the radio LED blinks and it shows cloning. We'll wait, give it a few seconds until that's done. Okay, that's done. Now I'm gonna, as the radio reset, I can basically set the radio to memory mode. And now as I go up and down on these arrows, it basically steps through the channels. And there's a setting under the menu where you can have it show the name rather than the frequency. One trick I use is I set the channel B for the name and channel A for the frequency, so I know what the frequency and name is. And that works for the GT3P. For the GT3, it's exactly the same, except you use, instead of the BF-F8 HP, you use the UV5R as the model, and that seems to work with this radio. This is AC2LH signing off.